Good morning, everyone. Let's go. Let's start our market update. Today is April 30th, so this will be the last market update of the month, isn't it? I will be starting with Ethereum today. Ethereum delivered two very good positions for us in the last few days. Both Ethereum and Bitcoin, as well as some altcoins also made good movements. But Ethereum specifically, we managed to seize a long opportunity in this region around 1850. And what was the reason? The reason for this position was quite simple. The market had already swept the SSL liquidity, a liquidity on the weekly chart of the M of the M of the M, an external liquidity. External, after sweeping this liquidity, the market made the market. It changed the structure, right? It changed the character. So after this change of character, right, in the LTF, the market came and made the pullback movement, mitigated our POI, right? The movement of the POI, they say, was the aggressive downward movement. So in this scenario, I chose not to trade limit orders. I chose to wait for a buying flow to come in, right? And to show that it really made this pullback movement to continue the upward movement. So as soon as the market confirmed this to me, we took a position in the RAF 150 region. The market made the movement, accumulated for quite some time, and then completed the movement. After that, I also had on the chart an open position in this order block, which is a daily order block. And we can also have a clear view on the 4-hour chart. That's why we traded this order block. The market had accumulated a lot of liquidity in this region, and it was a very important region. The market had previously captured liquidity, broken structure, right? Validated for us the ranger, a trading range. So while the retail traders, right, were buying here, buying here, here, we took the sell position at 1850. Our stop loss was above, right? The order block. However, we have already reduced the stop loss. Now it's at break even, right? Now, let's wait for the market to move within the current range. What do we have? Okay, we have interesting internal liquidity in this region. Okay, external liquidity in this internal region. After the market varies this liquidity, it has possibilities of, of price. It can mitigate this order block here, which is an internal order block, and make an upward movement. Thus, it can do this because the order block is very close to the liquidity, okay? But what's interesting here in this scenario would be for the market to come close. It's in our pot zone here, okay, which would be between 62 to 079, the price between 1644, 644 to 1592. In fact, we have to 1592. In fact, we have a BPR right here, right? Well, so the market at the very least should come to this region here. Look, closing this inefficiency, okay, for us to continue having, right, an interesting upward structure, okay? But if we mitigate this power block, align a positive flow, we might have long opportunities there. Also, okay, in the case of short, we can already make a partial, okay, because the position has already dropped there, 6%. Well, so the scenario we have for now is this, okay, if there is the formation of a new trading range, I will be updating it within the community. Regarding Bitcoin, it's the following. Bitcoin, I provided you with a very detailed analysis of Bitcoin yesterday. Okay, we had a short opportunity in this order block. Okay, some people caught it, others didn't. I believe they didn't catch it because the price touched in a very precise way and didn't return to the region. It was just a mitigation, but I believe that Bitcoin might respect this order block, at least for an accumulation. Okay, at least for an accumulation. The correct thing for Bitcoin would be, right, for it to come and close this inefficiency, which it did, an interesting character change, so it tends to continue this structure, okay? But it would be interesting for Bitcoin to either make a pullback to this region. Let's go back to the 4 to have a clearer view. That's it. At least this order block here, Bitcoin should come to mitigate. And at least this order block region of 88,000 to 86,000, it should come because there is liquidity to be taken here. So then the market might want to mitigate this region if this region fails. We have two interesting regions below it, which would be right this demand zone. However, I believe this demand zone could be taken as liquidity, okay? And the most interesting region for me for Bitcoin is in the hot zone, which is between 81,800 and 77,900. This analysis, I did it on the daily chart. That's why when I go down the time frame, it becomes a bit complex to see. But on the seller's side, right, we have this supply zone, and we also have this supply zone where we have internal liquidity to be taken. In this scenario, here the liquidity has already been taken. There was mitigation of the order block, right, along with the POC zone. So, and for me, to be honest, Bitcoin, I prefer to wait a bit, but you can take a long position there in the region of 86,600. But at the current price, I wouldn't take anything. Only those who manage to catch it at the order block up here, all right?